Rise with the rhythm, let the spirit shine. Learning keeps us living, one groove at a time. From R&B roots to the future we see. ILCA wisdom sets the people free. Make it a fantabulous day. Let the love and the lessons light your way. Keep on growing, don't fade away. A fantabulous day.
My name Clairvaux Albert, from Port-au-Prince soil. Immigrant dreams mixed with blood, sweat and toil. French prayers, Creole in my breath. Learned early life, don't promise less pain or death. 5 brothers in the story, same roots, different roads. Some in Atlanta, some in Stanford carrying loads. Mama left us in 12, that wound still stayed. And my father passed, still learning how to pray.
You kept going, even when it hurt. You stayed standing, put family first.
This is for the ones who watch me rise, through quiet tears and tired eyes. ILCA changed the way I see, turn pain into possibility.
No rush dreams, just faith in time. Compa in my heart, open my mind. This is for the ones who stood by me. Now I'm certified and finally free.
Yeah, married 20 years, love still strong. 4 kids watching, I gotta lead them right now. Wrong 18, 15, twins just 10. Every choice I make is for them. Word, sacrifice, nights felt long. Transportation days, just trying to stay strong. Network dreams didn't pay the bills, but they built the mindset to sharpen my will.
You never quit, you kept the faith. Every hard season shaped your way.
This is for the ones who watch me rise, through heavy storms and silent cries. ILCA gave me clarity, education unlocked a better me. Slow up moves, no overnight. Compass soul with a clearer sight. This is for my children, my family tree. Legacy built intentionally. Who wanna build it? I wanna thank Mr. Brandon Ivey for opening doors I couldn't see, and them skies are backbone strong, for holding the community steady all along.
Crypto early, but I didn't understand. Lost in noise, charts and shaky plans. Then that 5-day challenge changed my sight. Education turned confusion into light.
Jim Rohn voice still got my days. Kiyosaki taught me money ain't paid by wage. Healing waddles, planted belief. Now my future speak peace instead of grief.
This is for the ones who watch me rise. Mama, daddy, I feel you in the sky.
ILCA, I stand certified,
proof that patience multiplies.
from Port-au-Prince to where I stand. Compa rhythm, grown man plans. This is my testimony, my legacy. Clairvaux Albert, educated and free.
We rise.
Started in the grind, never back down. From the shadows of the city to the crypto crown. Built on decades, lessons in the fight. Now CJ standing tall, vision burning bright. Family ties deep more time in his veins. Legacy strong, breaking out the chains. From banking to beats, from paper to the chain. Knowledge is the weapon and power is the aim.
Stand tall, ride proud, ILCA certified. From the dark to the dawn, now the world can't hide. Cold nights, big dreams, with the truth we collide. Stand tall, ride proud, ILCA certified. From the dark to the dawn, now the world can't hide. Cold nights, big dreams, with the truth we collide.
Education's fire spreading through the block.
Every lesson loaded, ticking like a clock.
Struggle to the summit, can't silence the sound.
Moving for the people, we all rise from the ground.
40 years deep, now the script's been flipped.
Crypto in the vision, every page equipped.
ILCA's the path, with the truth and strive.
We ride together strong, can't be denied. We stand tall, ride proud, ILCA certified. From the dark to the dawn, now the world can't hide. Cold nights, big dreams, with the truth we collide. Stand tall, ride proud, ILCA certified. From the dark to the dawn, now the world can't hide. Cold nights, big dreams, with the truth we collide.
Stand tall,
Ride proud, ILCA certified.
stand tall. She rises,
She rises,
she rises.
she rises.
She came from Carolina nights with dust on her shoes. 2 jobs at 11, she ain't never lose. Country store mornings, chicken farm blues. But she carried something sacred, a strength she didn't choose.
Mama at 17, but her hope stayed alive. She learned how to hustle, learned how to survive. Nursing school queen, highest grades in the hive. Helping tiny babies fight just to thrive. But life's wind shifted, took her off her feet. Wheelchair weights and shadows in the street. Lost her home, lost her horses, storm so deep. But Grace kept whispering, girl, don't you sleep.
There's strength in her steps, even when life tried to pull her apart. There's fire in her chest, a melody carved from a warrior's heart. She rose through the storms and the scars she chose. Now she shines in the light she knows. Catherine, the world follows where she goes. She rises, she rises. Shows over most it rises. A gentle motif rises, warm, optimistic.
Crypto came early, but the lesson hit hard. Scammed her out of savings, life dealt her another card. 5 years in pain, CREA's on guard, but her will held strong like a midnight star.
Found ILCA when her hope felt thin. Education opened doors she'd never been in.
Learn how to trade, learn how to win. Rebuilt her future from deep within.
Now she's certified,
Steady with the charts.
trading with wisdom, with courage and smarts.
Grandkids watching as her journey restarts.
She's proof that the broken still rise in parts. There's strength in her steps, even when life tried to pull her apart. There's fire in her chest, a melody carved from a warrior's heart. She rose through the storms and the scars she chose. Now she shines in the light she knows. Catherine, the world follows where she goes.
She's walked through nights that try to take her name,
But she didn't break.
she bloomed.
She learned, she claimed her flame.
Claimed her flame. Claimed her flame.
There's strength in her steps, even when life tried to pull her apart. There's fire in her chest, a melody carved from a warrior's heart. She rose through the storms and the scars she chose. Now she shines in the light she knows. Catherine, forever she grows. She rises,
She rises, she rises,
she rises.
Midnight lights on a Chicago street. Every ending isn't defeat. North Shore night, city glow. 30 years, let the numbers roll. Corner office, polished dreams. Success was louder than it seemed. Then the mirror asked her twice, what's the cost of this whole life? Doctor's words hit neon clear. Slow it down, protect what's here. What felt like losing control was destiny taking hold. Petty guys under neon skies turn the pain into a wiser life. This ain't the end, it's redirection. Faith in motion, new reflection. Still standing tall, heart aligned. Built a future by design. Through the dark she found her light. Patty Goshen, she's shining bright. Walked away from the fast track lane, chose her health over the gain. Found new doors, education keys, built peace through clarity. Passive streams compounding slow. Seeds she planted start to grow. Now she teaches what she found, lifts the whole world when she's grounded. 4 years strong in ILCA, family roots that never fade. Betty guys under neon skies turn the pain into a wiser life. This ain't the end, it's redirection. Grace unlocked a new dimension. Still rising now, fearless
Oh my goodness. Let me just say, I love watching those clips. My goodness, it reminds me of how much not only do I love being a member of the Ivy League Coaching Academy, but how much I love our family. Welcome, everyone, to the Monday Night Recap call for the ILCA 5-day challenge. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I will be your humble hostess for tonight. Now, there is something that I always like to say, and that is we totally understand there are so many different things you can be doing with your time. My goodness, the nighttime is the right time for family and for preparation of the next day. So the fact that you guys decided to come on out and hear what we have to say, just know that makes us so very happy. So again, thank each and every one of you for being here. And what a phenomenal ride this has been this past week. My goodness, you guys, if you are like me, you should have a notebook right here full of notes, okay? Monday, we got a chance to learn about what is the river of money. What is it and why is it so important to us? Then we talked about what is cryptocurrency. We learned what is the blockchain. We talked about stable coins. Now we're going to talk about how do we make money in digital finance and with the modern technologies of finance, you guys. So get ready. You're going to have more notes today. There's going to be more aha moments. And speaking of notes and aha moments, our VIPs are here and they're ready. Hello, babies. How are you? As you guys come on in, you should know the routine. Type your name and where you are from in that chat box. That way I get a chance to tell everybody who is on the cool side with us. And to all of our friends on YouTube, hello, babies. How are you? Now, unfortunately, I don't have my double screen. So I can't see you on YouTube right now, but please, by all means, type your name and where you are from in the chat box so everybody knows who decided to come on out to our Monday night recap call. Now, my VIPs, you type your names, and if you have the opportunity, please turn on your cameras. One of the best parts about us being on a Zoom call like this is that we get a chance to see all your faces and see all those beautiful smiles. So let me start saying hello so we can get this party started. First up is Miss Gina Muhammad coming on in from Philadelphia. Hello, Queen. How are you? Thank you so very much for being here. It is always good to see you. I see Miss Samantha Studebaker-Carl is in the house. Hello, love. I see you, Gina. Thank you so much for being here. Samantha, thank you so much for not only being here, but for everything you do for our community. My goodness, if you guys are not a part of the book club, I need you to do that ASAP. Okay. If you are not part of the book club, please send me a private message so I can send you the form so you can be able to participate. We just had a book club meeting on Sunday, and I mean, people were getting vulnerable. We are bonding. We're bonding together, and we are going through personal development as a unit. So that is something that you absolutely want to take advantage of. I see the beautiful Miss Patty Geis is in the house. Hello, Patty. How are you? This queen is representing San Diego, California. It is always good to see you, baby. I see we also have Mr. Clairvaux Alberts in the house. He says, hello, everybody. Hi, Clairvaux. Clairvaux is representing Connecticut. Thank you so very much for being here, sir. Of course, my friend Nathan Hansberger's in the house. Mwah. Hi, Nathan. Nathan is representing Las Vegas. I was about to say Colorado, Las Vegas, Nevada. Nathan, thank you so much for being here. I see you, Patty. Hello, baby. I see Pedro is here. Of course, the beautiful Miss Carla Rigo is here, representing St. Louis, Missouri. Carla, thank you so much for being here always. I see you, Elijah. How are you, my friend? There he is. Hi, Elijah. Thank you so much for being here. It's good to see you, sir. And it looks like it's nice and sunny outside. Enjoy. I see we also have beautiful Miss Judy is here. She is representing Canada. Judy, thank you so much for being here. I also see the wonderful Miss Amy Hazel representing Curacao. I tell everybody keep your eye on her because Amy Hazel has plans and we're here for it. Mr. Kenny Taylor is in the house. Hello, Mr. Taylor. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Mr. Kenny Taylor is representing Los Angeles, California. We see Miss Janelle Appling, Clairvaux. Okay, looks like the whole crew is here. Let's go ahead and get this party started again. Thank each and every one of you for joining us for our Monday night recap call for the ILCA 5-day challenge. My name is your Queen Connectress, and I am your humble hostess for this evening. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. Now, for over 9 years, he dedicated his life to learning about digital finance, but he didn't just stop there. Thank goodness. He decided to go out and share his information with the masses, and he did this by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He's built thriving communities and wonderful platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to our Monday night recap call. This is our 5-day challenge recap call from last night. Thank you, Ms. Casa, for that introduction. We're working double duty this evening. We just got finished with our e-estate presentation. And for those of you who did not hear, Ms. Casa has a book coming out. Let me ask you, do you have that sitting right in front of you? Is it in with arm's reach? Pull it up. Pull it up. Got to have that ready and handy so people can see. From Homeless to Unstoppable. Hold on, let her get it. There you go. Put it in front of you so the green screen's not messing it up. There you go. From Homeless to Unstoppable. So congratulations on all of your success, Miss Costa, and everything that you're doing and going on. That you have a story out there that people need to hear. So let's jump on into it tonight because we are working double duty, so I don't want to keep you all night. We just finished our 5-day recap. Miss Costa just told you the days that what we covered over the last week. Our next, for the record, our next 5-day challenge will be on the week of the 23rd through the 27th of March. March 23rd through the 27th will be our next 5-day challenge. And tonight I'm going to talk about the path to having success with crypto. Basically, what I figured out and learned that has allowed me to not only survive, but thrive in the crypto space over the last 10 years, doing all the ups and downs, the scams, the gotchas, and all of that stuff, to still be able to come out on top and keep moving forward. So that is what I'm going to share with you guys tonight. So let's jump on into it. Let me share screen 2. There we go. The path to having success with digital assets. And there. And welcome all of you guys on YouTube as well that are here listening to us. So, first and foremost, what you need to understand, and you need to accept this. Most people are going to fail financially. That's just the way it is, okay? And it's not because, part of it's because the system is designed for you to fail. And most people follow the system. They don't think outside of the box. It is a choice. You don't have to. You just make a decision. But 93% of the people out there don't have good salaries. So even if you do everything that you were taught to do, go to school, get good grades, get a good, safe, secure job, there is no job waiting for you. You know, who said that earlier? I think Miss Casa said that you need to have 3 incomes. 3 to be able to be somewhat comfortable in your household. 95% of people will not succeed in any business. 95%. 97% will retire broke, depending on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. They keep trying to push that retirement age to 72. Why? So that you can retire and die in 2 years? They literally want to work you to death. Most people do not have $1,000 in their savings account. Most people cannot afford a $400 emergency without going into debt. One of my first goals with the 5-figure club is to at least minimum reach earning $400 a month. And that's off of just one property. $400 a month. If your parents made $80,000 in 1990, you'd have to make $246,000 plus in 2025 to afford the same life. Now, you go back to 1990. 1990, I was 14. I was thinking 13, 14 years old. So you go back to that time. Well, were you living the life? Was everything fantastic and great financially? Or were you or your family still struggling somewhat? Now imagine today you'd have to make almost 3 times that just to struggle the same way you were in 1990. And that is why I figured out if you want to have success, it's not going to school, get good grades, getting a good, safe, secure job. It's not even the education. It is, as far as the traditional way, it is following the river of money, figuring out where is the money flowing, and then position yourself in front of it and let it hit you or ride that wave. We talked about that in detail. Oh, I'm glad I do that on night one, so I don't have to do it in detail in this presentation because then I go in on it here. But I went on that in detail Monday night. But I want you to think about this. Digital currency is the new financial revolution. You ever heard of Uber, a transportation company that owns no cars? You know, you leave the airport, you see more Uber and Lyfts than you do taxis. What about Amazon, world's largest retail chain that has no stores? When Amazon first came on the scene, it got laughed at. And now look at them. What about Airbnb, a hotel chain that owns no property? Then you look at what disrupted the financial industry. Bitcoin. Bitcoin has become the best performing asset of the past decade by far that is not owned and controlled by any bank, business, or government. It is universal. One Bitcoin in Japan is worth one Bitcoin in the United States. You don't need permission to send it anywhere around the world. And you send it almost instantaneous with small fees. It came out in 2009 at 0.003 cents. 2025, it actually hit $126,000 right now. Last I checked, it was at the $69,000 mark. I haven't looked since this morning. That's where it was since this morning in the Inner Circle Crypto Talk. In 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin, the world's first global decentralized cryptocurrency. In 2009, Bitcoin's value was less than a penny. 2010, it was valued at $40. I'm sorry, 40 cents. 2016, it was valued at $600. That's when I bought Bitcoin for the very first time in 2016. In 2025, it reached over $100,000. If you would have invested $100 in Bitcoin in 2010, let me ask you this question. If you had $100 in your savings account in 2010 and you never spent it, how much would that be worth today in the same savings account? If you had put $100 worth of gold in 2010, how much would that be worth today? Gold has reached its highest prices, but not that high. But if you had $100 in Bitcoin in 2010, today it would be worth more than $27 million. And that is a fact. But people don't know what this is. What is the blockchain and what is Bitcoin? And that's what the 5-day challenge was all about. People want to know, is it real? The fact that the IRS taxes you on it lets you know that it's real. The fact that criminals even use it lets you know that it's real. Do criminals run around doing transactions with monopoly money? No. People think they're too late. No, you are not too late. Where the technology of blockchain is today is where the internet was in the 90s. We're still looking at AOL dial-up type. We learned in crypto talk that the banks are stating, because of stable coins, that they are waiting for a blockchain that's going to be able to handle 1 billion transactions per second. If you add up Visa and MasterCard, they're both combined less than 100,000 transactions per second. The river of money. People want to know, how do I buy it? And most importantly, can you spend it? Here's my 4 keys to crypto success that I learned by trial and error. I was not taught this. This is what I figured out. This is my prime directive if you love Star Trek. And every time I deviate from this, 9 times out of 10, I lose. And the times I deviate is there's two reasons why I deviate. I either try to take a shortcut or I get greedy. Those are the only two reasons why I deviate, and I do it sometimes, more often than not. But 9 times out of 10, I lose every time. And I'm reminded of these 4 rules. What's rule number 1? Education is key. Education is everything. Do not skip this. This is more important than you making the money. Brad, what do you mean, Brandon? The whole point is I don't need to make money. Your education will allow you to keep it. The worst feeling is for you to make it and then lose it with no hope of getting it back. Education. You make some mistakes. I was just on a call earlier this evening with an individual that we're trying to track down his money. I'm thinking from what it looks like, he made a mistake. And it was a simple one. But that may cost $8,000 to $9,000. Maybe. We're still trying to track things down. So education is key. It is everything. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. I don't care who you're listening to, who's doing a presentation, who is showing the greatest opportunities in the world. And you see everybody's making money and they're all excited about it and you get hyped up and everything like, I want that too. Me, 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 me. And then you go and sell your life insurance or go get a loan you can't afford to pay back, or you pull out your life savings to go all in because you think you're going to get rich overnight. And next thing you know, the project or whatever you invested in goes sideways. And now you lost everything. I am successful in this space because I'm conservative in this space. I take very, very limited risk, and the risks I take are calculated because since I can't guarantee anything, I move in a way that even if something goes sideways, I still come out on top. I'll be talking about that more in a moment. Number 3, always get your investment back as fast as possible. And this is going for anything that you do. Always get your money back as first. Don't get greedy with it and say, oh man, this thing is rolling. Let me keep it going like you think you're in Vegas. You know, in Vegas, the house always wins eventually. Even if you go on a little hot streak, you don't know when to quit. The purpose is to make a profit. But before you can make a profit, get your money back first. If you're on the platform for e-estate, that break-even point is anywhere between 5 to 9 months. That is your first goal. Make my money back. And then use it again so that you have another 18 months of passive income. Make the money back and then use it again to keep that 18-month cycle going. I don't remember if I said that more in detail last night on the 5-Figure Club call. I think I need to reiterate that. So always get your money back as fast as possible. And then number 4, where do you see yourself in the future? What's your 3-month goal, 6-month goal, 3-year goal, 5-year, 10-year? With my strategic partnership with e-estate, I have a 10-year plan. I turned 50 years old this year. So by the time I turn 60, multiple 8-figure plus is my plan. So you have to set goals for yourself and then find a vehicle that you can use to make those goals. See, I already had my goals set before I had a strategic partnership with e-estate. Those of in the inner circle heard me talking about it all last year. In fact, the last 2 years. The goal hasn't changed. The vehicles do. And e-estate just aligned with the goals I already had in place. So find a vehicle that can make that happen. Stay focused. Do not get distracted. Now, yes, most millionaires have multiple streams of income, and that is okay to do, and you should be diversified. However, that does not mean you need to be a part of everything. I've got people that approach me on a daily basis. There is at least one, two, three opportunities that are hot right now out there that people are hitting me up every day, and they don't care that I signed a strategic partnership with E-Estate and that they see what I'm doing. Oh, but you can still get it. Not only are they asking me, but they are offering to pay. One person offers to pay $50,000 for me to join their deal. And you know what I said to all of them? Nope, nope, nope. I'm swatting them like the Dikembe Mutombo, left and right. See, when you're focused on something, that means sometimes you have to say no to what might be great opportunities. Not because you think the opportunities are bad. That's the one thing a lot of people think I say no because I think what they're doing is a scam. In some cases it is. I may not tell them that, but that's not why I say no. It's not it does not fit in the plan I have right now. You have limited resources. You can't be a part of everything. Secure one source of income and then you can branch out. So if you follow these four rules, it's not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that you can ask for. Here's 5 tips to investing in crypto. Number 1, do your own homework. When E-Estate was brought in front of me, I was on a presentation. I heard Anthony Deloach. Presentation was fire. I still did my own homework. You know, I don't listen to anybody what they have to say. The CEO, he had been sending me messages for months about what's going on. I've been watching before we even came on board in November. I still did my own homework. I flew down to Miami. I had to shake his hand. Mike Hamilton. Number 2, proceed with caution. This is my lifesaver here. Well, let me ask this question. Type me in the chat box. If you ever was a part of something that you thought was great and it ended up turning out to be some form of a scam or rug pull, or the CEO just did something completely different than what they promised they were going to do. Type me in the chat box if that's you. There's one opportunity. I did my homework so well, you can't get any better than what I did. I was even on the line with the lawyers of the company and the law firm, which was the biggest law firm in the country that was backing them up. I actually knew the owner personally. I worked with him for years. Knew he had a wife and a daughter. The company gets up to $500 million. And what does this fool do? He runs off to Brazil with his girlfriend and the money and leaves his wife and daughter. Took everybody's money. I didn't see that one in the cards, you know. So how can you protect yourself? But let me tell you something with that. I still made more money than I lost. See, when I look at opportunities of anything, I don't believe the hype. I trust my own research. And this is also why education is so important. So when I look at E-Estate, here's what I saw. No competition. They're doing something that has never been done before. They're positioned in an industry that's going to go from 20 billion to 16 trillion over the next 4 years. They're paying out immediately. Passive income the very next day. You don't have to recruit anybody to earn that passive income. It was checking off all the boxes, completely transparent and open. I have access to the CEO daily and Mr. Mike Hamilton, the co-founder. So it's open, transparent. They're doing what they say they're going to do. Did I go all in? No. See, I look at an opportunity, I say, what if you fail by 90%? If you fail by 90% and only get it 10% right of what you say you're going to do, can I still make a profit? And if the answer is yes, I move forward. And I move forward following my four rules. I'm only going to use money I can't afford to lose. And then I need to make my money back as fast as possible. So on the e-estate platform, that's anywhere between 5 to 9 months. Now, I've been watching those who got started before me. They're already past their 5 and 9 month mark. They've already made their money back, and now everything is a profit going forward. We're only a little more than 3 months in right now. But I love that sleep money. My bank account loves it because I'm able to pull it out whenever I need to. But I have proceeded with caution. I did not put my foot on the gas until March Madness, a month after I came back from Miami that I signed the strategic partnership with. I always proceed with caution. And even that doesn't guarantee that e-estate is going to be here for 10 years. I don't know. I hope it does. I'm going to work to help that happen. But if something goes sideways, I'm not going to lose. So if what I'm saying makes sense, type me in the chat box because this goes for anything that you do. You always proceed with caution and then build up with it. This is why I've been able to survive and thrive and never have to go back to a 9 to 5 job since I've been in crypto. Next, diversify effectively. Diversify. Again, have multiple streams of income. Even if you're just looking on the estate side, have multiple of the properties. Diversify. And then with your education, take the money that you made from estate and have diversified different crypto portfolios. Keep your coins in secure wallets. I cover this extensively. Wallets that you have the private key to, and you never give your private key to anybody else. You never attach your wallet with all your crypto to in different platform websites. You don't keep all your crypto in the same wallet. There's so many things, and I cover this in detail in our training. Prepare for volatility. Bitcoin is going to go up and it's going to go down. It's in the $60,000 range. At one point, it was in the $120,000 range, and people panic because it drops. I get excited when Bitcoin goes down because for me, it's a fire sale. It's an opportunity to buy more. I hope it keeps going down and it shakes all the scary hands away so I can buy the dip. One day, Bitcoin will be worth $1 million a coin, maybe even up to $10 million a coin. Do you want to get it when it's at $1 million a coin or get your hands on it right now? So prepare for volatility. Don't look at what the price of it is today. It's a long-term deal. This is not get rich quick overnight. Here's some money-making activities. One, you got to set your short-term and long-term goals. So if you're on the e-estate platform, what is your short-term goal? What is your long-term goal? I have short-term and long-term goals. My long-term goal is to have $10 million in our portfolio in our agent organization. Nobody in estate has that much right now. I think Martin is up to 4 million right now. And he was able to do that in less than a year. So that's my ultimate goal. And then to go from 10 million to 25 million, then to 50 million and 100 million. Oh, wow. $100 million in our portfolio. They keep the wheels on this thing. That is doable. Next is learn how to trade. That doesn't mean you have to become a day trader, but learning how to trade gives you knowledge and information that is priceless. You'll be able to read the charts. You'll be able to know how to move tokens from different blockchains, how to use platforms like SimpleSwap, MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Coinbase, Spritz, Binance, Kraken. You'll know how to use these and maneuver. You'll know how to when you hear somebody talking something, you'll know if it's making sense or not. You don't know how many times, and people hate when I do this. I see something, I hear somebody saying something, I'm looking at them like, you must be out of your mind. Either you don't know or you're purposely lying. And neither of that's a good thing. Which one is it? Are you purposely lying and misleading, or you just really don't know yourself? There was one company, I won't say the name, back in 2022, right after ILCA launched. Everybody was going crazy over. I flat out said, this is a scam. And do you know what? Instead of saying, Brandon, man, based on your knowledge and history, explain to me why you believe this is a scam and that we need to not be doing this. Instead of asking that question, it was more, hey, B, can you please stop saying that? Because, there's people there that put a whole lot of money in and, I don't want you scaring anybody and, blah, blah, blah. What? Some of you are around and you know exactly what company I'm talking about because what ended up happening? Like I said, it was a scam. So learn how to trade. That is a priceless. Well, somebody asked me, well, Brandon, if you lost all your money, what would you do? I would trade because that's how I got started. I got started with $30, not thousands, $30. I did my very first trade. It was like August 31st, 2017. I made 3% on my first trade, and I was blown away by that. Now, 3% of $30 is not a lot of money. But what if I was trading with $10,000? 3% is 300 bucks. And I said to myself, wait a minute. If I can average 3% a day on a $10,000 account, I'm making $300 a day. That's like, what, $9,000 a month? I can earn a full-time income off my own trading. Now, I don't like to trade. I don't like sitting there watching the charts and then, it overtook my life because I was always watching the charts and all that kind of stuff. There's people that love that. I don't, but I know how. And anytime I need to go trade something, I can. Next is mining. This is something that I have moved away from or in recent years. I don't get involved in any mining platforms today. In fact, I have a rule now moving forward. I will not get involved in any programs that offer a token where your money is based on the value of that token going up or going down. The last year taught me a lesson because things that are not in my control and things that could be in my control and the people behind the company not wanting to listen and pay attention. And now my money is tied on whether they make the right decisions or if the government wants to think that what you're doing in mining is illegal and wants to shut you down. It's almost impossible for you to be a solo miner today anyway, and regulations make it difficult to have any type of legitimate mining type operation. But I got involved in mining and I've been mining stuff since I first got started. I just got away from it the last few years. Investing in coins. You can build a portfolio just based on acquiring the right tokens, sitting on it, and letting them accumulate over time and appreciate in value. I remember when I first came into the crypto space, I watched a documentary called Banking on Bitcoin, and they interviewed this guy from Florida, this old man in a drop-down Cadillac with a young girl, his girlfriend. And he said, all you need to do is buy Bitcoin every month. You don't need to buy no other coin, no other token. Just buy Bitcoin, never sell it, and keep accumulating for the next 10 years, and you will be a millionaire. That's what he said in 2014. What was the value of Bitcoin in 2014? Couple $100, 200, maybe 300. So imagine if you bought a whole bunch of Bitcoin in 2013 and 14, sat on it, and then all of a sudden it goes from $200, $300 to $126,000 a coin. He was right because it has been more than 10 years since he made that statement. You would have been a millionaire. So, but most people, they want to be the next Shiba Inu or Doge. They want to buy a coin when it first comes out and then think that they're going to get rich overnight. Is that possible? Yes. But you have to be educated to have the ability to identify the right type of tokens. My strategy does not involve that. I have friends that are good at doing that, and they take far more risks than me, and they do the research to identify what's the next going to be big token that comes out, get in on the pre-sale of it, and then as soon as it launches and it goes up in value, they ride it up and then they sell it and it ends up being a pump and dump. I know people that are very good at that. That's not how I maneuver. I'm more cautious, I'm more conservative, and I'm more long term. I'm not looking for the get rich quick overnight. And you lose far more than you win on that. The thing is, you only need to win once. And that's why it is so attractive for people out there that's always looking for that next Shiba Inu. This is what's going to make you wealthy. Investing in projects. This will make you wealthy, not investing in a coin that goes up and down in value. You got to think of the 90s. Knowing what you know now, how many of you would have invested in Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Yahoo, Google, Alibaba, Facebook, and it's so on and so on. Internet-based companies are now the top companies in the world. Same that's going to happen with the blockchain. So when I go to blockchain conventions, and by the way, the next one is going to be in Vegas, the end of April. I don't care about what's being said on stage. I'm walking the floor halls and I want to see all the businesses out there that is utilizing blockchain technology. Those are going to be the biggest businesses and companies in the future. And I'm looking to see, okay, is that something that I want to invest in? One of my long-term goals is having a $10 million investment firm. So all I do is invest in small startup projects, 100,000 here, 100,000 there. I know 7 out of 10 of them is going to fail, but I only need 1 or 2 of them to succeed. All of a sudden I flipped 100,000 into 20 million. Investing in projects is what's going to make you wealthy. Like I have stated all last year, I am not just a affiliate or an agent. If I'm going to be involved in any projects, it's going to be on a partnership level. So why did I do that with e-estate? Because if they already have 100 million under management, they're going to have billions. I went in on that. All right. I'm investing in projects. And then what if you have no money whatsoever to do any of these things? Does that mean you're locked out? Even if you, "Nah, I don't want to do trade, Brandon. I know you flip $30 into 6 figures, but that's not me." You can generate the income to get yourself started by joining network opportunities like e-estate. Build an agent team. That is what the 5-figure club is all about. You have one group that just wants to get the passive income, and that's fine. Then you have another group that wants to be able to earn more passive income off of leveraging, building an agent organization globally and worldwide. That's extra money. And you use that extra money to then turn around and acquire more tokenized assets. That gets you out of the hole. Networking opportunities. Here's something if you feel you have no time whatsoever to learn anything new, no time to look up projects and research them to invest with. Dollar cost averaging. This is what I taught my mom. Decide how much you are willing to invest short and long term. Instead of putting it all in at one time, you break it up over a period of time. Create a budget for yourself, whether it is daily, weekly, or monthly. The goal is accumulation of crypto assets, which means Sometimes you will be buying when the market is down, and sometimes you're buying when the market is up. It doesn't matter. This is what Michael Saylor has been doing for years. Every time the market drops, the news wants to talk about how much money Strategy lost, Michael Saylor's company. And he's like, I didn't lose any money. I didn't sell the Bitcoin. The value just went down. It'll go right back up. In fact, I'm buying more of that. It's going down right now. Do not worry about what the cost of the asset is today. Our goal is where it will be in the long run. So for those of you who are old school to say, I was taught that when I go to work and I get paid, the first thing that I do is I tithe my 10% to thank the Lord. And then I put some money in savings and I pay all my bills. Actually, what people do is the opposite. They spend all the money that they need, whatever they left over, then they want to tithe the little bit that's left over, and then whatever left over from that they put in their savings account. And that's why most Americans don't have $1,000 in their savings account. So instead of doing the whole savings account thing, take the money that you would have normally have put in your savings account and buy crypto. Now you're buying an asset that's going to appreciate in value and not go down. The US dollar is about to go down even more. They just said they're about to print more money to help fund this runaway war with Iran that's only going to get worse. If you thought we were just going to go in there, bomb for a couple of days, and then go home and everything's hunky dory, no. We crossed the Rubicon, and we don't know how this is going to play out. It's not going to be overnight. So dollar cost average. Also understand there's no crying in baseball. What does that mean? That means that you cannot make decisions based off of emotion. If you do, you will lose 9 times out of 10, meaning you turn on social media one day and you see everybody screaming that the market is going down, we need to sell. So you panic sell. Or you go on social media one day and you see everybody's screaming about how Bitcoin is going up and you don't want to miss out. So you go in and now you buy Bitcoin. See, here's the rule. Buy low, sell high. Emotions has you chasing the river of money, not being in front of the river of money. And let me tell you something. You will never be able to catch the river of money. It's faster than you. All you can do is be positioned, but most people are always chasers. They don't want to lose it. They see everybody else selling, so they sell too. They see everybody else buying, so they buy too. I do the opposite. When I see everybody panicking and selling, that's when I'm buying. When I see everybody buying, I'm selling. All right? Pay your taxes. I am not a licensed tax advisor, so I can't give you any advice. All I can do is suggest this. Do not think you can use crypto as a way to hide money so you don't have to pay taxes because of anonymity. The government eventually will find out. It could be 2, 3, 4 years from now. So pay your taxes, especially the moment you sell your crypto into fiat money. Pay your taxes. Consult your licensed tax advisor. We actually have one for our community. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to speak to us before the next tax date, April, but we do have the recording of him speaking to us this last December. So if you're a part of our inner circle and beyond, you have access to that recording. We had a professional tax expert that spoke to all of us. People who understand the power of Bitcoin in this era will be one step closer to finding their financial freedom. Let me repeat that one more time. People who understand the power of Bitcoin. I need to change that because it's bigger than that. I'm going to change that quote. But people who understand the power of Bitcoin in this era will be one step closer to finding their financial freedom because this is where the river of money is going. And for those that don't know, that is why we created the Ivy League Coaching Academy. That's why we created it. And what is it? Well, the Ivy League Coaching Academy, I need to change this slide too. Academy is a global training center where we were going to teach you everything you need to know from Bitcoin 101 all the way up to our brand new courses about to be released called Stablecoins. All of our videos are on streaming video. This is where our training is done. You're going to learn how to buy your first Satoshi. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. Store your Bitcoin safely in crypto wallets. Purchase and sell with Bitcoin. Trade cryptocurrencies. Learn how altcoins work. You can stop, pause, and rewind these videos. They're anywhere between 5 minutes to 30 minutes long. We all start with the 5-day challenge that we give for free. We offer you the ability to become a VIP member, which allows you to be a part of our inner circle. We have marketing materials. We have one-on-one consulting. We have access to now 14 crypto courses. Oh yeah, these were the ones I released 2 years ago. CBDCs, decentralization, and security. No, that was just last year, and I got it wrong. I got it wrong. Instead of CBDCs, I should have done stable coins first, but I didn't know. All the signs were pointing that CBDCs were going to explode, and the opposite happened. It ended up being stable coins. So you already experienced our 5-day challenge last week, and that's why we're doing the recap call tonight. We also give away a free ebook, Bitcoin for Beginners, and 10 free lessons for anybody that joins the 5-day challenge. We offer you to become a VIP member so that you can be on here and ask questions. I need to upgrade this. Become a member of our inner circle. Now you're getting day-to-day crypto education because I am learning every single day, Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. I can't wait to see what we're going to learn tomorrow morning. There's a lot going on in the world. If you go to myilca.com, because I need to update these slides, myilca.com, you'll be able to see what all of ILCA is and what we're offering. We also have one-on-one consulting. I got people that say, Brandon, yeah, I love that you do everything, that in a public way, in a group, but I kind of need one-on-one time with you. Well, I have a calendar that you can get on, but it costs you. I have a 30 minutes and a 1 hour if you want my undivided attention on whatever it is that you need to chat about. Some people want to be able to, they don't want to ask the questions publicly. There's no such thing as a bad question anyway. But we have that. And you know what's even better now? Our ILCA certified members that become coaches will also be able to offer one-on-one coaching and consultation that I'm going to be training on for all of the people inside and out of e-estate. We may have people that come to our website and they see, yeah, I want some one-on-one consulting. Brandon, oh, he's expensive. Our coaches is only going to be $29.95 to be able to get some one-on-one consulting. Yeah, let me get one of the coaches. So that's another revenue stream that you'll be able to have access to. That's what ILCA is, in a nutshell. So let me stop sharing screen. And the vehicle of choice for me, period, because I signed a strategic partnership, is e-estate. So ILCA is here to teach you. E-estate is going to be there for you to get paid. Earn while you learn. I know what people need, education. I also know what people want, to make money. And now with this partnership, we've combined the two together so that you can earn while you're learning. And the more you learn, guess what ends up happening? The more you earn. And some of you will start to figure that out. And I have a saying, I say it pays to be in the inner circle. It pays to be in the inner circle. And now we've got a program that will allow you to be able to get your education for free. How? By utilizing the tokenized assets to earn passive income. Just $1,000 tokenized asset property pays for your inner circle every single month. It's a perfect marriage. So now you're getting your education for free and you're able to build on top of that just from $1,000 tokenized property. So that is it tonight. Yes, we do have time. We have 8 minutes. I'm going to turn it on over for Miss Casa for any Q&A that people may have. For updates, this is the beginning of March. We are now in March Madness, where I am doing an e-estate blitz presentations all week. We just finished one today. Tomorrow we have Inner Circle Crypto Talk tomorrow morning. I have an e-estate, I'm doing two presentations tomorrow, one at 1 p.m. Eastern, so that's going to be right after Crypto Talk. And then I'm doing it again at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, and then 7 p.m. Eastern for the rest of the week. For those of you that say, how do I get positions that I can make passive income without having to recruit and sell a product? Be positioned for that. Come out and invite people to do the same thing. So with that, Miss Casa, the floor is all yours for Q&A, and I will leave the YouTube room open because it's only the Monday night recap call they can watch.
Okay, there we go. All right, everybody. This is my favorite part of the session is when we get a chance to ask questions. So there are three things that we ask of you. The first one is please do not unmute your mic until you are called upon. The second one is we do ask for 2 questions if there is time for more. And the third one is the most important. There are no silly questions. So whatever you have on your mind or any questions you have, raise your hand and I will call on you. Our people is educated. That's perfect. Okay, Mr. Ivy, back to you.
All that means is we need to have more new people on board
Yes,
now.
sir.
That means all you educated people. You've got friends out there and colleagues and networks that are not. You need to be telling them, bringing them over here so that they can learn what you're learning, and you get paid for doing so. All right, that is it for tonight. Thank you guys for another successful 5-day challenge. The next one will be in a couple of weeks for the month of March, and we will pay attention to the emails that you get as well and the Telegram groups for all updated information. With that, I will see you in the inner circle tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, followed by the next e-estate presentation. Brandon Ivey out. Take care. Bye-bye.